talk about what is HTTP, HTTPS, SSL and TLS. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and this is probably the most widely used protocol in the world today. HTTP is the protocol that is used for viewing web pages on the internet. When you type in a web address like google.com, you will notice that HTTP is automatically added at the beginning of the web address. This indicates that you are using HTTP to retrieve the web page. When using standard HTTP, all the information is sent in clear text. When we say all information, we mean all the information that is exchanged between your computer and the web server, which include any text that you type on that website. Since the information is transferred over the public internet in clear text, it is vulnerable. Normally, this is not a big deal if you are just browsing a regular website that has no sensitive data. However, if you are able to type the personal information or sensitive data like your name, address, phone number, passwords or credit card information, that sensitive data is vulnerable because a hacker can able to see that data and he can able to steal your information. Since sending sensitive data using HTTP represents a big security risk, so HTTPS was developed. HTTPS stands for Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and this is HTTP with a security feature. Secure HTTP encrypts the data that is being retrieved by HTTP. It ensures that all the data that is being transferred over the internet between computers and the servers is secure by making the data impossible to read. It does this by using encryption algorithms to scramble the data that is being transferred. For example, if you go to a website that require you to enter a personal information such as passwords or credit card numbers, you will notice that an S will be added to the HTTP in the web address. This S in HTTPS indicates that you are now using secure HTTP and you have entered a secure website where sensitive data is going to be protected. In addition to the S being added, a lot of web browsers will also show you a padlock symbol in the address bar to indicate that secure HTTP is being used. By using secure HTTP, all the data which includes anything that you type is no longer sent in a clear text. Instead, it is scrambled in an unreadable form as it travels across the internet. So if a hacker tried to steal your information, he would get a bunch of meaningless data because the data is encrypted and the hacker would not able to crack the encryption to unscramble the data. Secure HTTP protects the data by using one of two protocols, and one of these protocols is SSL. SSL or Secure Sockets Layer is a protocol that is used to ensure security on the internet. It uses public key encryption to secure the data. When a computer connects to a website that using SSL, the computer's web browser will ask the website to identify itself. The web browser will do that by sending a copy of its SSL certificate to your computer. An SSL certificate is a small digital certificate that is used to authenticate the identity of a website. Basically, it is used to let your computer know that the website you are visiting is trustworthy. The computer's browser will check that certificate to make sure that it can trust that certificate. If it does, it will send a message to a web server saying that it trusts him. After that, the web server will respond back with an acknowledgement so that the SSL session can proceed. After all these steps are complete, encrypted data can be exchanged between your computer and the web server. The other protocol used to secure HTTP is TLS. TLS or Transport Layer Security is the latest industry standard cryptographic protocol. It is the successor to SSL and it is based on the same specifications. Like SSL, it also authenticates the server, client and encrypts the data. It is also important to point out that a lot of websites are now using secure HTTP by default on their websites, regardless if sensitive data is going to be exchanged or not. This has to do with Google, because Google is now flagging websites as not secure if they are not protected with SSL. If a website is not SSL protected, Google will penalize that website in their search rankings. That's why now if you go any major website, you will notice that secure HTTP is being used rather than standard HTTP. I hope you understand